my thoughts. I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sensing my...
What the hell's going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see the title of the video. We're jumping back into Dragonball Z Dokkan Battle. In order to do something a little bit different, we're taking a look at the DBZ Dokkan Battle subreddit over on reddit.com. And this is very fascinating because it is a Dragon Ball Z movie villains Dokkan checklist. And this post is by Yosha 320. Shout out to Maxi Uchiha 22. And it's essentially a list of every single villain that has ever appeared in a Dragon Ball Z movie. And this makes a good thought experiment, right? There's a ton, and by the way, the list is huge, so we're going to take a look at it in just a second. But there is a ton of villains that have yet to make their appearance in the game. Whether it's a standalone card or a combo card or a group card. And do they deserve it? And what are the chances of them making an appearance in the game? We're going to take a look at every single one of these guys and kind of make a determination on whether I think they will, make an appearance into the game or not. And I want you to answer the question as well. Who do you think is going to make an actual appearance into this game of like this huge amount of villains? Again, it's a ton of characters. We're going to go into the list in a second. Speaking about villains, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I mean, you're the biggest villain of them all. So go ahead, get that taken care of before we take you out, because we're the good guys in this scenario. Okay, let's actually jump into the list here. We're going to start... I guess we can start right at the top, right? Some of the heavy hitters. Some of the heavy hitters. We're taking a look at Garlic Jr. and Super Garlic Jr. This is a very cool graphic because it essentially is showing if it's green, that means that they have a card in the game. There's a character in the game with whether it's a good character, bad character, whatever. It's in the game. Number two, if it's a yellow circle, that means that they have a card in the game. It's not a particularly good card. The character's there. It's just not the best. Okay. And then red, they are not in the game playable, right? They could be a boss, but they're not playable. So my number one, which seems to be something that people are kind of, hankering for more and more, is Garlic Jr. In case you guys know, or in case you guys didn't know, there's certain things that I always clamor for in the game. Number one was for a Super Saiyan 4 category. They've kind of introduced that with Giant Ape Power. Number two was a Nappa and Vegeta from the Saiyan Saga, because that is my favorite Vegeta of all Vegetas. They did introduce that. And the last thing that I've been asking for is a transforming Garlic Jr. Starts in his, small form, I guess, and goes into his huge buff form. And that may be coming. So it may be coming sooner rather than later. It's definitely coming. Let's just put it like that. The chances of a Garlic Jr. showing up in the game, very, very, very high. So I'm going to say like 10 out of 10. Garlic Jr. transforming into Super Garlic Jr. I mean, the transformation is right there. You know what I mean? Like transformation boost, boom, you already have that category. Movie bosses, boom, you already have that category. Dragon Ball Seekers, boom, you have that category. Diabolical villains, you have that category. Last resort, if you give him an active skill that's a dead zone. Or if, final trump card, whatever you want to call it. Though don't put that in the title or else YouTube will flag you as a political video. So he's already got a ton of categories that he can have. And that's just, just to start it off. You can also go full power, stuff like that. But yeah, so actually, would an immortal category work? I mean, you could have Zamasu, you could have Garlic Jr., you could have, who else would be immortal? Interesting. All right, let's move along. So you got Garlic Jr. Now you have 2 out of 3 of his followers here, which is Sancho and Nikki. There's a third one, and I don't know. I mean, he's got to be here somewhere. Let's actually kind of take a look and see if they have him in this. I guess they don't, huh? They left him out. All right, so there's a third follower here, and he's not included in this. And it's essentially the guy that's like kind of orange, and he can make a sword out of his arms, because Sancho and Nikki, I believe, Sancho doesn't even take a sword out. He just gets demolished by Piccolo. And Nikki gets a sword out of his leg. And then the third dude, I forgot what his name is, he takes the swords out of his arms. And him and Nikki fight Goku in one. Oh, such good choreography, bro. Dead Zone, I love that movie. But these two, they actually have some. Sancho gets bodied, but Nikki actually has a cool fight with the sword and all that stuff. So I can definitely see those three getting their own card together. Again, those three do fight against Goku, and it's a very cool fight. They actually start to kind of get the edge on Goku, and they also have a transformation mechanic, right? They all buff up and they get much bigger and they become faster and stronger and all that stuff. So they're very, very cool as well. The possibility of them having like a trio card, maybe free to play, I can definitely see that happening, or maybe even a trio card that would be on the same banner. They would just be like the featured character that would eventually go into the banners as unfeatured. So I can definitely see them doing something like that. So I would say a high possibility of them being included in the game. Next would be Dr. Cochin, aka Dr. Weilo. So I'm trying to think. The problem with Dr. Weilo is he doesn't do much in terms of his attacks and things of that nature, right? Like, he kind of just does like beam blast and then a huge, beam blast towards Goku, and Goku has to do his Kaioken Kamehameha, and then he powers up and he defeats him like that. It's cool attacks, but I'm just trying to think. Would it be? I mean, he should 100% come into the game, because every movie boss should. Like, he's the boss of his own movie. Slug is in there. Turlis has multiple cards. Janemba's now got multiple cards. So Dr. Weilo 100% deserves to be in the game. I do think that he will show up 100% later on. I just don't know if it's a top priority. And if you take a look at someone like Dr. Cochin, he's a little bit trickier. So Dr. Cochin is pretty much the assistant to Dr. Weilo, and he's literally just a robot that Dr. Weilo created. So he doesn't really fight, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he's there with Bulma, and he's got a machine gun. That's right. His hand transforms into a machine gun, and that's about it. Yeah, there it is. So that's literally all he does. I mean, I guess you can turn that into a super attack, but that would be all. You would just have that ability there. So yes, he could potentially be turned into a card. Would it be hype? No. Would it be free to play? 100,000% yes. So I'd say it's like a 5 out of 10 that they create this guy into a card, because technically you can, we'll just move on. Biomen, yeah, no. Maybe as an enemy, but not as a playable character ever. Kichimi, Ibafuria, and Misokatsun. These three were all created by Dr. Weilo as like bio experiments or whatever. They all have like their own unique ability that they can do. Master Roshi fights all three, and then he loses, and then Goku fights all three and he beats them. Again, I can see them doing the same thing that they do with like a Nikki, Sancho, and the third dude, a trio type of card, but I really, really doubt you'll ever see an individual card for each of these guys, because unfortunately they're just not important enough for that to happen. If we scroll down, it would be very similar to Turlis. So Turlis obviously already has great cards in the game, as you can see here, but his men, so Turlis's men, you got Amand, Rasen, Daiz, Cacao, and Lacasay. We all know what these two's actual names are, but they are all like rare cards. I think maybe SRs at best. And then you have Turlis. Turlis has an LR who's amazing, and it's actually the LR Turlis army, so they're all included in that card. I highly doubt that they are going to introduce any more of these guys. I just don't see that happening. I think it's like a 1 out of 10 that these guys actually show up in anything else besides that LR Turlis Army card. It's just like they already have a great card that they're attached to. I don't really see them doing anything else. Lord Slug, Elder, and Lord Slug. And then you have Giant Lord Slug. Obviously, Lord Slug and Lord Slug Giant are in the game already. And then... And they have, like, okay cards, right? Like, this is not bad. You have the Extreme Z Awakening for the tech one, who's not bad. And then the orange one is all right. They're not, like, top-tier cards. I don't believe I want to say that they are. Now, obviously, with the Elder Lord Slug, I don't really see them making a character, unless if it's a transforming Lord Slug, where, you know, he gains his powers and stuff like that. That, you know what, actually that wouldn't be too bad. Very similar to how they have the Elder Demon King Piccolo, who transforms with the Dragon Balls into the younger one. Yeah, I can definitely actually see them doing that for Elder Lord Slug with the outfit and all that stuff. So that would actually be kind of cool. And it would make it so you can have 2 Lord Slugs together in the same team. So that would be kind of dope, actually. I'll take that for sure. And then you have kind of his fodder characters, right? The Commander here, Anguilla, Wings, and Metamacha. If I'm pronouncing them wrong, who cares? Let's be honest. These dudes are all fodder. They get destroyed by everybody, you know, like everybody and their brother, Piccolo and Gohan, and I think, are they already defeated when Goku gets there? I don't remember. This is probably the movie I've seen the least, actually. Nope, Bio Broly definitely is the movie I've seen the least. But anyway, these guys are trash. I sincerely doubt that they would see a character. If anything, maybe it would be like the cooler army type of character, like the Salza has with everybody else. But the chances of that happening probably slim to none. I'd say like a 3 out of 10 chance. Cooler, yes, we are going to see more coolers in the future. Do we really need them right now? No, they're still incredibly powerful in the meta. Easy A physical cooler is going to be a god. Strength cooler is already a god, right? We could definitely see more standalone coolers, base form coolers, stuff like that. Any more Salzas, Knees, and Dores? I don't think so, because they already have that one standalone card where it's the 3 of them. Not bad, not great, but not bad. So I think like maybe a 4 out of 10 shot that we'll see. Maybe a Salza, because he actually is like the last villain in the first movie. He just, you know, shows up at the very end. He's like the last actual bad guy. So maybe we can definitely see another standalone card where it's just him. But besides that, nah, I don't think so. Metal Cooler, yes. I mean, he's a popular character. We're going to see more of him, obviously. Yeah, we'll probably see an actual summonable LR Metal Cooler, not just the free-to-play one. So that I can definitely see coming. Metal Cooler Core, that would actually be kind of dope if we have a standalone version of him, because right now we just have the transforming AGL that goes into the Metal Cooler Core. So yes, I can see them making a standalone one of him. No, not the guard. I mean, we already have free-to-play. It's not going to happen. Android 13. Yeah, I can see I can see maybe a standalone LR Android 13. Not high on that though. Maybe like a 5 out of 10 standalone Android 13. He's not really that popular, to be honest. This movie is a good movie, but it's not really that popular out of DBZ movies. I can see them making standalone cards, though. They did it in Legends. You know, you have your standalone 14 and 15. So I can definitely see them introducing that in Dokkan Battle, because right now we have none. A standalone base form Broly. Yes, we have one, but it's not, you know, good. It's like, what, SR, and then it goes into SSR, and then it TURs into Super Saiyan. So seeing a standalone base form Broly as a TUR, that would actually be kind of dope. And if we have one that transforms from base form to Super Saiyan, and then you have an active skill that turns him legendary Super Saiyan, that would actually be pretty cool, and it'll allow you to run this Broly with other Brolys, right? So that would be sick. I would like to see that happening. Yes, we will get more Super Saiyan and Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Like, he's just too popular not to get it. A standalone Paragus from this movie, that's That's a tough one. If they do some kind of base form Broly, then I can definitely see them doing a base form Paragus. That would be actually kind of cool. And again, we have one, but it's SR, and it's not really much going to happen. Bojack, we just got a new one, so yes, we will see more Bojacks. Bojack is actually kind of popular as a character, so I can definitely see them making more. We do have a standalone Zangia. We actually do need standalone Bujins, Beidous, and his name is Kogu here. In the global, it's Gokua. But, you know, I can't see them making standalone versions. Not big, maybe like 6 out of 10. But yeah, we'll see more Bojacks. Bio Broly, like literally the worst movie that Dragon Ball Z's ever made. So stupid. I hope they don't make any of these characters into a thing, because it's just trash. Will they introduce a Bio Broly giant into the... and like replace the free-to-play Bio Broly? If Dokkan Battle is on its last legs, you'll see a Bio Broly. If you see a Bio Broly summonable LR in the game, you know that we are at the end of days, ladies and gentlemen. End of days. Janemba is Super Janemba. Obviously, Janemba is actually getting a card. Just came out on JP, or is just about to come out on JP. Very good card. Yes, we will get more Janembas. Janemba is also very popular. Hoi, he's got an SR. If we do get a Hirudegarn, just a straight up extreme Hirudegarn in the game, I will definitely expect to see a Hoi next to him as, you know, that featured. But then on the other banners, he's just going to be unfeatured. General pool SSR, I can definitely see that happening. So I'd say Hirudegarn, 10 out of 10. Yes, this is going to happen. So like the ones that are because technically he's in the game, but he's not. You know what I mean? Like, Tapion has to transform. So, in terms of units that are not in the game, 10 out of 10, 1 out of 10, just not going to happen. I'd say 10 out of 10 for these guys. They're definitely going to come. It's going to happen. Bro, like 2 out of 10 for these dudes. Elder Slug, I'd say like 8 out of 10. These cats, the Dr. Weilo characters, probably like a 3 out of 10. Dr. Weilo, Garlic Jr., 10 out of 10. And then like the Sancho Nikki and then the third guy, I'd say like 6 out of 10. So there you go. That's my rankings for DBZ movie villains that are not yet into the game. Let me know if you agree or disagree. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, consider what you're doing with your life. Go ahead and gently rub that sub button. Gingerly ring that bell button. Lovingly kiss the like button. As always, is Periodic. See y'all in the next video.